we built TeachBeacon to simplify distance learning. So when we looked at what was happening in the classroom, we saw something like this, right? Lots of different components, teachers having to enter grades in different systems and do the virtual classroom in different systems and doing curriculum and managing all that somewhere else, and then students having to log into various places to join class and to see their grades and to get their resources and materials. It's a big mess, and it's really hard to keep everything together. And so as a result of this, we see, there's too many systems. It's causing confusion. So you have low student engagement, and also teachers are overworked. They're already overworked. So then you add to the fact that grading and attendance and curriculum and virtual teaching are all done in different places, and they have to work to integrate all of that. That's even extra work and burden on the teachers. So we wanted to eliminate that. So the way we look at it, there's 4 pillars to doing distance education and doing it well so you get good engagement. And those are the virtual classroom, right? So that's where virtual instruction happens. There's the on-demand curriculum piece where you can manage and create all of your curriculum, your materials. There's the reinforced learning piece, which is where quizzes and tests happen and you get immediate feedback on your performance. And then the social collaboration piece, where especially when you're doing distance learning, students need a way to be able to learn from each other and collaborate, and that should all happen in the same system. So you can think of this as a combination of different tools that you may be using, right? So our virtual classroom is like Zoom, but it's more secure, right? And our LMS piece with the curriculum and with the reinforced learning, we actually developed that from a university grade LMS built by the University of Michigan. And but we upgraded it so it's easier to use. Okay, and that actually is used across the country in lots of different universities, so it's very robust. And you can think of our social collaboration like a Microsoft Teams, but purpose-built for education. We have more features that lend themselves to an educational environment. So it's a very robust platform. This is an example of what it might look like in a classroom. Okay, so there you can see in one interface, you can have access to the virtual classroom with that link face-to-face. You can see all of your coursework is right there, ready to go. So in your quizzes and your reinforced learning, all of those components are within those courses, organized and ready to go. And you can also see links to social collaboration piece, your activity feed, your documents, your discussions, and the ability to send messages, right? So all of those components, again, are in one place. They're very easy to access, and they all work together. Okay, so I want to talk about each of those 4 components real quick, just so you get a sense for what is in each of them and how we built it to help teachers and students. So the virtual classroom, again, is there to meet virtually. This is an example of what it looks like. You can see you can share video, you can record, you can share presentations and videos. Also, all 4 components of what we just discussed are here, right? So obviously the virtual classroom is here. In the upper left-hand corner, you have your social collaboration with public and private chat. In the right, you have a place where you have all of your materials. So all the curriculum that you built out for that course, materials, quizzes, activities, they can all be accessed right there in the virtual environment. And that's a little slider bar you can bring out and slide in and out. And so it's all right there. And so you don't have to fish around and try to find where it is. You can just jump to it right from your virtual classroom. And the virtual classroom has lots of components, right? So you can control participants in terms of having them muted so there's no disruptions. It works on desktop or mobile. You have document sharing, you have public-private chat, you have recording, and several others that you can see here. So second component, on-demand curriculum. This is an example of where you could build out a course, right? So you have there the on-demand curriculum. You can build out your modules with video or with text or with quizzes. You can build them so that they flow, right? So here you can see you could have a pre-recording or a pre-reading assignment so that they read it before the virtual classroom, right? So then again, the virtual classroom is tied into your curriculum. You have your reinforced learning where maybe you want them to take a quiz or take a test, and that is right there in your modules. You can link out to an activity like in the forum, and then you weave in the social collaboration component. So all of that is here as you're building out your curriculum. You can also, we're SCORM compliant, so you can also bring in curriculum from an outside system. Either way that works for you, or you can do both. So, and then here's a look at all of the pieces we have in our on-demand curriculum management creation, right? We're SCORM compliant. It's a rich editor. You can do text, video, images, audio, files, documents, quizzes, lots of different options for quizzes. It's university grade in its application. The third one is reinforced learning. So this is an example of what it looks like to take a quiz. You can see there you get real-time feedback if that's what you want to do for your students so that they know what they got wrong, what they got right, what the correct answers were, maybe some hints. But also, in this section, you have access to all of the components, right? So you can jump to your virtual classroom right there in the middle. You can get all of your other on-demand content, and you can reach your social collaboration activities, again, all in the same screen, all in the same browser. Okay. Reinforced learning, again, has lots of things: gamification, certificates, badges, feedback on activities, and so forth. We built it to be really robust there. Fourth component is social collaboration. Okay, so this is an example of what it looks like in the activity feed. So there you can see, did someone answer something in a forum, or did someone upload a document, or did someone take a quiz? It's all right there. You can see in real time what's happening in your classroom on demand, and if you're right there. And then again, all the components are there. So you can link to the virtual classroom. You can get there easily. You can get to your other coursework. You can get to your quizzes. You can get to the other social collaboration pieces right there in the same place, right? All browser-based, nothing to download. So, and again, social collaboration features, lots of features here: instant messaging, classroom activity feed, one-on-one tutoring, high security, teacher controls, all that is right there here in our social collaboration components. Now, underlying all of that is stuff that you would need to have to make sure this whole thing works for you, right? So end-to-end encrypted security, comprehensive reporting, and actually that's a lot easier for us to do because it's all in one system. So all the data is right there. You don't have to integrate anything and make sure data is getting passed correctly. That's all handled for you. Role-based permissions, student privacy. It's 100% browser-based, so you don't have to download anything to anyone's computer. Works on desktop or mobile, whatever device you use to access this, you're going to be able to do what you need to do. It's an all-in-one platform. It's SCORM compliant. So if you do need to integrate it with something you have, like PowerSchool or something like this, that's doable. It's easy to do, and you can white label it to your specific school or district. So we hope that this is going to be really helpful to students and teachers. We'd love to set it up for you for free and just have you test it out and see what kind of impact it can have for you. Reach out to me, and I'd love to chat with you, and I really appreciate the time you've given here to look at TeachBeacon, and we really hope it's going to help your school and your district.